Where do you think the contact with the aliens came from? When did that start?
You know, I'm not going to get into it.
I need to hear about aliens.
I know you already know all this, Joe.
Hold on a second.
It's always...
But I want to ask you this because I don't know.
Oh, yeah, right. We're in contact with aliens.
Like what kind of shit?
Here's what's happening, because it's not just one group of aliens.
What's the different groups?
The big five.
Okay, tell me what's going on.
Let me begin. This is really, I'm telling you, Joe, this is a real deal.
We're listening to you.
Well, first off, elves is the main group.
Okay.
And they call them the elves. It's clockwork elves.
I don't think you're allowed to say that anymore.
There are bad things that look like elves that have horns when they show you who they really are.
Damn.
They're bad aliens.
I'm with you.
AI is alien.
Like a robot?
Yeah, they're like robots coming to kill you.
Jesus Christ.
The chimeras are alien.
And there's a hive mind sort of thinking to a lot of it.
They want the organs. I swear on my kids I told you the truth about that.
I believe you. I believe you.
They're coming after everybody. It's a breakaway civilization, dude. We don't know what they got. Joe, they're control freaks.
Well, everybody's a
That's why
control
I'm so
freak.
glad you're in the fight now. These guys are on stuff that like nobody even knows.
What do you think they're on?
Stuff they've been given.
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
You know, there's like armed guys with machine guns.
That is a group of people that were obsessed with combat.
About the most fearless killers there are.
Do you think that's from their heritage of war?
I mean, it's just like, it's mental illness, man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Let's get started, shall we? Welcome to the stream, everybody. My name is Green Leader, and tonight we're going to be hopping back into some Assassin's Creed Shadows because, yay, Ubisoft decided to connect. No more login errors, nothing of that nature tonight, so we were able to log into Ubisoft Connect, which means that now we can actually play the damn game. So that's always fun. So plan tonight is we're going to be focusing on... Hello there, Raw Dog. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Plan is tonight we'll be trying to continue on with the story, trying to see how far we can get, and see if we can't... Oh, man. I don't know. See if we can't maybe take down another target tonight, but I somehow doubt it, but we'll see. Also, there was one thing that I wanted to check out in the projects, the encrypted data files. I want to see what that sort of means, and I think I've found out where to access it, so we'll go check that out in a second. What up? Not so mean, Green. I'm less salty tonight. Let's put it that way. I'm less salty. The game's actually functioning well because Ubisoft has decided to allow me to properly connect, which is great for me. It means I can actually play the game that I'm wanting to stream, which is fantastic. So, huzzah! There we go. Yeah, man. But how you doing, buddy? I hope you're doing all right, Raw Dog. I'm sorry you were having some issues today with Marvel Rivals, if the chat is to be believed. Yeah, there are some weenies who play competitive games, and just it is what it is. So you got to deal with it. Sorry, man. Okay, let's get into this. Oh, by the way, guys, we're coming to you live from Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. If you guys are happy to be watching on YouTube or Rumble, please consider subscribing and hitting that like button. I would really appreciate that. Ranked isn't going well. I'm not going to manage that one night gold 3 stunt a second time. I'm amazed you got it the first time, to be honest. To be real honest with you, the first, like, dude, just powering through ranked to get gold in one night is insane in my mind. Like, you must have done some crazy things, or just got the greatest luck ever to be able to get that in one night. It's insane. Yeah. Now, me, I don't mind, like, I like playing ranked. Ranked is, I think ranked is more fun than quick play. Because you do have more people who are, like, legitimately focused on trying to win. Now, you get more vocal weenies, which is true. Absolutely happens. But people are more actively trying to win than they are in quick play, which I'm very sad to say is the case. So, both. Both's good. A little bit of luck, a little bit of spamming Cloak and Dagger. Sure, I get it. I get it. Cloak and Dagger, they have their setup, right? So, and it's just like with any, like, I don't think any hero in the game is bad. You have to know how to play that hero. If you don't know how to play that hero, yeah, you're gonna have problems. You're gonna have a hard time, and yeah, switch to another hero. That's simple. So, okay, so let's go ahead and hop into the game, and we'll see how we can do with these vault fragments. I'm very curious. So, oh, also, go ahead and turn up the Assassin's Creed sound. There we go, and then pause that, and there we go. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the vaults. I don't know what the vault is. Are these... Oh, interesting. Or I could be stubborn and power through it until I'm decent. Yes. I mean, I do agree. Like, the more you play, the better you'll get. So absolutely do that. Not in quick play. With new heroes, right? Learn heroes, not in ranked, is all I'm saying. I don't know what these are supposed to be. The Legacy. This is some nonsense. That's Diary of Joel Eastman, which I don't know who that is. Drop the L, blah, 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 blah. Just wall of text, blah, 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 blah. You couldn't have voiced this? You couldn't have made this an audio recording? No. You had to make a freaking gigantic wall of text. I don't want to read that shit. I have a hard time reading actually well-written books. Another wall of text.
Fuck
Okay.
Indiana Jones, put a ticket in and make her name it gay!
Exactly. Exactly. See, now this is an actual video. That was the one that we opened with. Immersion. No. This is more immersive. A video is more immersive. A audio recording is more immersive. They've done that in the past with other games. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. I don't want that to be. I want the game. Hold on. This is my bad. Audio. I think it's in gameplay. Because I want to turn it back on before I go back. I mean, maybe I go back and just allow myself to appreciate the Japanese more by listening to the horrible English voice acting some more. Where is disable immersive mode to unlock this option? Where is immersive mode? I thought it was here in the gameplay. I don't see it anymore. Photo mode, melee attack, area loot, aim assist, quick time events, and input mode is hybrid. Okay, it's not in the third party. It's in the interface. Not the HUD. How the hell do I deactivate immersive mode? This is general. It's not in the screen narration, caption, subtitles, blah, blah, blah. I should not have this hard of a time. Okay. I mean, that's kind of cool, but immersive mode. Can I because saving is not. That is extremely stupid. Of course saving is not allowed at this moment because I'm in the freaking menu. So it's another one of these games where fine, we'll just listen to the Japanese then. Okay.
I hoped we'd meet again.
Brother,
I didn't change it.
A drip feed of memories disappear.
What's that, brother?
And to invade your senses. The others before you called it a bleeding effect.
I thought I'd already listened. I haven't listened to this one. Rift Data, memory recording
I
available.
hoped we'd meet again.
I thought I'd listened to this.
A lot. Your time in Animus Ego was meant
Oh.
to weaken you.
So then what's the Japanese then? It's this one. Oh, it's the opening.
ようこそ。この美しい景色、爽やかな潮風に暖かな太陽。この浜辺はあなただけ
The
の
voice
もの。
acting is nice though.
ここは現実には存在しません。
I don't even know what she's saying, but it's just I love the way she's saying it.
あなたの過去です。はるか昔、あなたの先祖がここを訪れ、その記憶をあなたの DNA に刻み込みました。アニムスイーゴが遺伝子記憶の扉を開くことで、あなたは感じ、歩き回り、つながることが可能です。時を経て、岩が砂に変わるように。
We don't need to go through the whole video. I was just wondering why this one was in English when I thought I'd went to this one originally. I was not. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Well. Interesting, to say the least. Is my end bugged or are we hitching on frames / lag? Why? For crying out loud. If it's not... What's weird is that I've been having weird frame drops over the last like week or so, and it lasts for like just a little bit. I don't even know how much of this is actually getting through, but it lasts for like just a little bit, and then we're fine. We're good for the rest of the night. But apparently right now, you know, and it's normally like less than 1,000 frames. I guess for just a little second. Now, for whatever reason, my internet is being shit right now. Thank you for calling it out, Raw Dog. I really do appreciate it. Is just everything just not wanting me to stream? If everything's just not wanting me to stream, I'm just not gonna damn well stream because, frankly, I have no problem just relaxing. I have no problem. It's been a long day. Okay. It's green now. It's showing it's in the... Nope, it's in the red. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. I'm hearing everything, but your face freezes some. Yeah. It's going to. And right now I'm on a still image, so like you're not going to really know. So you're like, I'm the only thing that's moving, so you guys aren't going to really see the frame drops on the main screen right now. My gosh. Keep seeing this drop, and I don't know. Maybe. What is happening? Is like something downloading? Maybe something's downloading, and I just don't know about it. I got high CPU usage, but that's got nothing to do with my network. My network is not crazy busy. I didn't mean to cause it. No, you're not the one causing unrest. You're just making me aware of the unrest that is literally happening to my stream because my ISP is apparently being a piece of shit. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. The only other thing it could be is it could be my the clip on there is in fact broken. I don't know why the clip is, well, yeah, I don't know, actually remember how the clip on that cable broke. But it's been broken for a long time. For the most part, it's generally pretty stable. Sometimes when I start up my PC, it's like, I have no internet. And then I have to like manually sort of like pull it out and put it back in. I didn't want to just pull it out. I just thought let's just, you know, shove it in there. That's what she said. Let's just put it in there and just make sure it's in there solidly. And I think it's stabilized now. What do you think, Raw Dog? Is it stable now? I haven't seen any frame drops for a little bit, so we'll keep going. Gotta jingle jangle its spurs a little bit. Exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about, Raw Dog. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start getting into the actual proper game now, and just hope. Let me please keep an eye out on the frames and let me know what sort of nonsense we may or may not be happening. Yeah. It's always fun. It's always fun when I gotta deal with, what's the word? Technical difficulties. Omi. A new league. A new league. Naoe, Yasuke, Junjiro, and Tomiko form a new league in the name of rebellion and peace. The Kakushiba Iki. What I would really like is an actual connection of somebody who knows what the hell it means to be an assassin. A mentor, a whatever. Just somebody who's like, yeah, this ain't just, you aren't just a hidden blade. You actually have you're actually an assassin. You know? Rebellion and peace are contradicting words. That is correct. Seems okay so far. Like you said, the still image is a dead giveaway with your face pausing for effect, right? It looks pretty stable now, so see how well that works. Oh gosh, the guy who's climbing, I'm trying to make him climb. These are mistakes that I'm making right now. Okay, first things first, let's see what I've got to do.
Delivering payload.
Are you serious?
Indeed.
Ugh. Where? Where?
Where, Dwight?
Where, Dwight?
Like you already know where. Do 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 do. I love that video. I don't know what I'm actually doing. Also, I'd love to know who actually did that. Yeah, it is right up. So, it's actually interesting. McGregor Art actually informed me. Oh my gosh. People of Omi. Lady Oichi. Uma. Assassinate the corrupt Daikan. These crooked lords and the magistrate exploit the people for their own gain. And of course, this is Nobutsuna Sensei. Having learned of his sensei's departure from Azuchi Castle, Yasuke decides to pay him a visit at his new residence. So he has a home within Azuchi. It is in the southwestern. You know, the east-western part is very close to the north-southern part. Anyway, I think we'll do that to get started. It's technically a side quest, but it's like a continuation of what we were just doing. Also, what is happening here? Why are you glowing? Meet with Lady Oichi. Oh. Oh. Interesting. It's part of the Mourner. Gosh, you're telling me Lady Oichi is actually part of this? Yeah. Peace is a dessert usually filled with blood and bodies. Yeah. There's some truth to that. Yeah, the peace is generally built upon the dead, unfortunately. You know, the people who died for it. Okay, so what are we... Okay, I'm going to continue on with what I had originally planned. I do want to... Oh my gosh, we have new missions here. Tell me the kill outlaws. Okay. Complete the tournament quest. I don't know where that is. Where is this bullshit tournament quest? Show me in the world. Tell me where it is. Inform my dumbass. I don't see it anywhere. Which means it's either in a part of the map that I haven't unlocked yet, or the game just wants me to suffer and be like, yeah, it's just some random story quest at some point in the future that you may or may not be able to do. I'm bitching today. So, Peace is a lie. There's only passion. Is that a quote? Meet Lady Nene. I don't want to meet Lady Nene yet. Like I said, we're gonna go for Nobutsuna. Okay, he's in a house within Azuchi and it's the southwestern part of Azuchi. So here's Azuchi. Southwest, around here. Nothing. Shit. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. Southwest is over here. There we go. I went right past that area at the beginning. Suna's house. Okay. Well, let me go get the viewpoint, and then we'll go down to Nobutsuna's student. Do this one. And then we'll there. Also, I should probably switch over to Nawe, because she's going to be the better climber. And better stealth individual. It's the beginning of the Sith code. Yes, it is. Ah, part of the Sith creed. Yes. I'd say it's more of a creed than a code. And that's true. That is true. Okay. Let us leave. We shall head to the viewpoint quickly. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. Yes, that's... Is that... Wait. Is that a Jedi creed? Is that a part of the Jedi belief system? Or is that part of the Sith system? Do the Sith say they have to deal in absolutes? Think about that for a second. I think it's like right here? Right here. Oh, wait, I think I forgot to say this. How you doing, Spiniest Thor? I hope you're having a wonderful evening. What you been up to? How's your night going? Ah, Sokenji Temple. Very nice. And then these people do not care that I'm here, so I don't know why it's showing in red. Climb up here. No absolutes. I could sell you a few death sticks, though. Oh, gosh. You don't want to sell death sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life. Oh, George Lucas. A horrible, horribly bad dialogue he's written over the years. Playing the goat, yeah. Oh, man. Actually... Yes, there's that. Or they're not unknowns there. Wait, oh, that's the... Get rid of that. There's that. Oh, undiscovered location over there. The viewpoint there. Very nice. Undiscovered location there. Is there a way? No, I'm just gonna randomly throw out a dart. Because why not? Okay. Oblivion remastered. Oh, dude, nice. I watched a Rumble stream of that earlier today. His name is the Silver Fox, and he was playing it, and I'm like, oh gosh, this is just bringing back all the feels watching this game. But it's so weird because like it looks different, you know, it looks clearly different and new and interesting, and at the same time, it's like, oh, Like, it's still clearly Oblivion, you know what I mean? Still clearly Oblivion, it's still clearly, like, just the beautiful jankiness that is that game. But, like, everything looks slightly different, everything looks slightly better. They've got new character models, essentially. They've got better lip-syncing, better voicing syncing up, if you will. So it's been really interesting to be able to do that. Okay, so we're gonna go track, and then I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna call my horse because why not? Pardonnez-moi. Sorry. Argonian Master Race before Skyrim nerfed them. Did Skyrim nerf them? How did Skyrim nerf them? I'm trying to remember. I know, so the one thing that actually kind of pisses me off about Skyrim is that Skyrim took away underwater combat. When you're swimming in Skyrim, you're just swimming. You can't attack, you can't... like you can't swing your weapon at all. You can't cast spells. You can't do anything. So if you have to swim anywhere and something attacks you, you're screwed unless you can somehow get out of the water to be able to attack. And that was one thing that pissed me off a lot about Skyrim. I love the game a lot, and I think they made a lot of really good mechanical improvements to the game. But something like that just bothers me a lot, particularly as the previous game had it and it was perfect. But yeah, I was discussing it with this guy Silver Fox in his stream, and I think he brought up a good point that with this remaster being the way it is, where it's essentially just a trying to think of the right way to say it. With the way that it is, it's brought up the gameplay to a part that's actually on par with, if not slightly better than, and certainly visually it actually looks on par, if not better than, what Skyrim looks like now. It's really interesting, and so I think that's actually really cool, and it does make me want to buy it. And I got some Twitch cash. I got Twitch cash left over. I might actually end up picking it up. Instead of playing Cyberpunk next, we might end up playing gosh. Yes. I'm trying to find a spot. I'm not even really trying to run from this guy. I'm just trying to find a spot where I can throw down get out of combat, and then just stab this guy in the back. Okay. Haha! Sucks to be you. Get up now, I please. Thank you. In Oblivion, Argonians have a 75% disease resist and 100% poison resist, plus underwater breathing. In Skyrim, it's just straight 50 for both, yeah. Yeah, they certainly nerfed him. I mean, maybe they felt the Argonians were too powerful. I don't know. I never knew about that, personally. I never even paid attention to that. Okay, I think I'm going to have to switch to Yasuke. This next part.
Senseiのお屋敷か。最後にお会いしてから思えば様々なことがあった。
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to change the voice acting away from the Japanese immersive mode. I would like to see how good or bad this sensei's voice is. I'm going to turn it off. Yes, we're gonna apply the changes. Okay, off, and then just reload. It wants me to reload now. It's really dumb that I have to do that. Honestly, did not realize that Oblivion had poison gas traps until my third playthrough. Really? That's interesting. To be honest, I vaguely remember them, but to be fair, I didn't delve as deeply into Oblivion as I did with Skyrim. Skyrim, I completed every storyline. I tried to complete all the different guilds. I tried to go to all the different locations. I really thoroughly explored it all the way through. With Oblivion, I did not do that. I replayed a lot of sections over and over and over again. I think I put the same amount of hours in, but I think I ended up restarting so many different times for different things and different quests and to try out different things. And I always got to a certain point where I'd done the first Oblivion gate, and then I would move on to others, and then I'd just be like, I kind of want to just restart again, you know? And I think partly because at the time I was like, I really don't like anything that's like horror-ish, and the Oblivion gate seemed very intense for me at the time. So I had a bit of a hard time with it, to be honest. And now it's a different story. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I've played through Dark Souls. I've played through some very intense games. I do not care at all. I would, and so this would actually be a perfect time for me to go back and play it again, just to get the full experience, which I missed out on. So I can say that they patch the dup glitch. What's the dup glitch? The duplicate glitch. What's I didn't know you could duplicate. Oh, actually, I think I remember hearing something about that. Is it the lady with the two, with the 4 scamps that won't die? Or is it something else? The scrolls. Oh, interesting. You're gonna have to explain that more, because I don't know. I don't think I know that one. Okay, here we go. Let's see how bad or how good his voice acting is.
It is good to see you again, Yasuke. What of the days since Honnoji?
New allies and fresh purpose guide my steps, Sensei. But it is not the same as before.
It is not. We will not see anything like the days of Lord Nobunaga's reign again. Ambitions and dreams are but leaves in the wind.
I never thought I would outlive him. But all things must pass, even power and valor such as his.
So it is with us all. So it is with myself. But your loyalty has proven you worthy of bearing this flame. It is time, Yasuke. Open the scroll.
Sensei, you honor me before my time. I am not skilled enough.
Your sword is ready, as is your heart.
What would you have me do?
After my disgrace, my finest students scattered across the land in search of new techniques. Seek out these masters of the art, Yasuke. Prove to them that my sword school remains unbroken, and they will teach you how
his voice acting's
samurai's
okay,
weapons may bloom in battle.
I will prove,
but it's not nearly as good as the Japanese.
And return your champion.
I also noticed that
there is one thing I wish to ask.
When he speaks in Japanese,
1 cup of sake. Just one.
if you actually look at the mouth movements, he's clearly speaking in English.
Fine. 1 cup of sake, but only when.
So clearly the game was intended for, the initial intention was you should be playing in English, because this is how he wanted it to be. No, the scrolls glitch. If you rapidly select a stack of scrolls and then drop the item, you wanted to dupe, it would duplicate the item. It would double the item dropped. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. Okay. Just makes me long for the Japanese again. I'm gonna go back to the immersive mode. I'm sorry. It's just it's can't do it. I can't do it. Can't do it. It's too much, man. Like it just sounds better in every way. But yeah, I didn't know about that glitch. Okay. No. The objectives, please. There's something new down here. Nobunaga's, Nobutsuna students. Then what was this one? Oh, that's right. The corrupt, Daikan. And then up here is the people of Omi. Okay. There's actually missions for some of these. That's interesting. Dual Yagyu Munetoshi. Dual Yuki no Kata. Marume Nagayoshi. And Arasi Nobutane. And Hozoin Ine. $35, my gosh. I'm not ready for that yet. 37. That one, okay, we could do that one. This is also how someone could climb the Imperial Tower on paintbrushes. That's funny. That's actually pretty funny. Okay, well, now that we have spoken to him, duel his students. The sensei sends him to duel his former students. Yeah. Assassinate the corrupt Daikan. It's down here. Fine, we go this. We meet Lady Oichi, and I would like to work on this one. So that's what we shall do. Zanoni, southeastern Goshiki Outlands. She is in the ruins of Ota. Okay. If I were to guess, southeast, probably around here. Could be here. We'll go to here first, although that seems like due south. But it's on the way, so we'll go visit that first, just to pick up what the actual location is. Oh gosh. Come on. There we go. Goodbye. And thank you for the cash. some reason, paintbrushes weren't affected by gravity, so you could theoretically make a staircase of them. Honestly, the limiting factor was probably the PC. Sure, yeah. I could see that. Particularly if you dupe too many of them. So, yeah. Maybe got too many items in the area. Just floating. So my question though then is, did they patch that as well? That's a horse archery location, which I don't particularly care all that much about. That could be some ruins. Oh, wait. She's in Omi. I'm in the wrong spot altogether. There is the Goshiki Outlands. She's probably by here. Nagahama, like northern Nagahama. If I were to guess, she's like there. And in which case, we're going to have a bit of a trek here to get to where we need to go. By the way, please let me know if the stream starts stuttering for any reason. We had some weird network issues a little earlier on. I don't know if it was my ISP or if it was my faulty Ethernet cable or something else, but please let me know if there is something that needs to be adjusted. Oh gosh. Yeah, just follow the road, please. Thank you. Okay. You want to fight me? Ow! Thank you for warning me about that game. I really do appreciate that. Oh, there we go. How are you still alive, sir? There we go. Okay, so he's dead. Let the health revive. Yeah, no idea. Floating paint brushes aren't the usual, aren't as useful as doubling my alchemy ingredients. Sure, yeah. Oh, hi. Worth it, I suppose. Hey, we got stuff here. There is that. I'm not actually using any arrows, actually. Oh, rations. Please tell me you get rations. Thank you very much. Okay, time to leave. Oh least the horse is smart enough to get out of the way, so that's good. That is pretty. And, well, we're still a ways out. Oh, and there was I missed out on the Sumi E. Okay, whatever. Whatever. I don't really care. It's fine. And also, for whatever reason, the follow road, the auto follow, does not want to go at full speed, so I'm just gonna have to manually force it. Anyway, I hope you guys are all having a fine evening. Why did you have me go down there? It doesn't make any sense. I thought for a second you were gonna have me cross over through the fields, but nope, it was not the case. The Suzuka Foothills. What actual? Hold on. What? Sure. Let's see what you have to say. But if you guess wrong, you must wager mon of your own. Winner takes all. Sure. I'm sucked in from the bottom and let out from the mouth. What am I? Yeah, it's tobacco smoke. Oh, no, I'm ruined! Here you go. That I understand. Okay. I'm scanning GOG sales before they end. Oh, cool. I didn't know GOG had anything going on sale right now. Have you seen anything good? What's going on right now? Or what is on sale? Let's do Scouts Intel. Hey, I got back a Scout. That's nice. I don't know why I wasted this. Why I only had two. I thought I had, or why I only had one. I thought I had two automatically. Doesn't really matter. I mean, I can. Well, I don't know who's who here, so you're just all gonna die. Well, yep, you're all dying. Oh, look at you. There we go. I don't know who's who here, so you're just all dying. Strangely enough, all the Prince of Persia games, minus Uplay requirements, and some Warhammer games I've never heard of. Really? What Warhammer games have you never heard of that are on sale right now? I'm very curious. Yeah, the Prince of Persia games. Like, which ones? Also, which Prince of Persia games too? Because they are all pretty good. In particularly the Sands of Time. And then I think the Twin Thrones was like the follow-up to that one, and that was also pretty well received. I think. And then you had like the one after that, which was not the Forgotten Sands, but it was another one, and it was sort of like a little less well received. And the next one after that was the Forgotten Sands, which was sort of like a meh. Nagahama. Very nice. So he does that spin move. There we go. There we go. And the Ronin's down. Your stuff. What'd you have? Ooh, he had armor. And some home remedy and some cash. And okay, good. The mic is still on. Radog, you didn't answer me. What's on sale on GOG? You said Prince of Persia and some Warhammer titles, but what titles were you talking about? I'm very curious. Prince of Persia, Sands of Time, and the Two Thrones. Okay, cool. But what about the Warhammer titles? What were the Warhammer ones? Unless you're saying it was Warhammer Prince of Persia, which that'd be interesting. No, this is a regular shrine. Well, I gotta keep going. For Warhammer Fire Warrior, I've not heard of that one. Chaos Gate, okay. Chaos Gate, we're aware of. Shadow of the Horned Rat. That's interesting. Final Liberation, Warhammer, Epic 40k, Rights of War, Mark of Chaos. This is Odani. Wow, I found it. Yeah, I'm not familiar with any of that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, he's down. Could you let me kill the big guy, please? There we go. Big guys down. Now I can actually focus on you guys. I'm just gonna keep. Stupid. Okay, that was some dumb cheese. Not the new Chaos Gate. It's an older. Really, I didn't know there was an older one. That's actually kind of cool. Stay here, horse. I got places to go, people to see. So she's in here somewhere. What I was wanting. Wanted to do that. There we go. Oh, there she is. Some gold over there. Oh, what are you doing here? Wow, you got here before me. That's impressive. Hey.
確か安土城にもおられたな。お市様をお守りするためならどこへでも参る。今の世に珍しい忠義者だ。
安家か。よくぞ参った。相変わらず礼儀正しいこと。
ここは一体。
That must be cold. Kneeling down in the snow like that?
庭の手入れはこの手で続けたくてな。あのお方のために。
落ち着く庭なれど、いささか悲哀が感じられまする。
人もおらぬしな。兄上は撃たれたか。
謀反人光秀より殿を守って死することかなわず。 それがしのような異国者は名誉の死すら遂げられませぬ。
兄上のために死ぬ気であったと。主君を失い浪人になったと聞いておるが。
それがしのような輩を召し抱える者はおりませぬ。
一向一揆に加勢し戦ったとの噂も聞いた。百騎衆という名に聞き覚えはあるか。
この地にあだなす者たち、我が敵と心得ておりまする。
あやつらはこの近江においても百姓らを虐げ、祭りごとを乱しておる。
Is this gonna be another bait and switch? Was she actually evil all along? You already seen that with Mitsuhide. The Chaos Gate on here is from '98. Really? Wow. I didn't know they had a Chaos Gate game from that long ago.
民から多くを奪い取り、鉄砲鍛冶を襲おうとしておるのじゃ。
我らに お任せを。
Makes me question if the newer Chaos Gate, if that's like a remake or just like a sequel.
良き日々じゃった。兄上がどのような最後を遂げたのか聞かせてくれぬか。
炎をものともされず抜いた刀をそのままに歌の一節を演じられました。殿は人間50年下天の内を比べれば
夢幻のごとくなり、ひとたび賞を受け滅せぬもののあるべきか。兄上は熱森がお好きであった。もう一つ頼みを聞いてはもらえぬか。
何なりとお市様。
伊崎寺で待っておるぞ。
寺と。
そうじゃ。兄上の始めたそなたの侍修行を続けねば、そなたには恩があるでな。
So let's take the flower and just shove it in our pocket, because why not? How is it that she's still kind of insufferable? Oh, gosh.
長浜でよからぬことを企んでおる代官がおるようだ。
そしてそやつらの頭、涙を流す面をつけておるのか。
ならば見つけるまでのこと、すぐにかかるか。
Where's Yasuke?
それがしが行こう。
何か新たに分かったら知らせる。
Okay. Okay, the Shinbakufu must be prevented from destroying the Teppo factory and leveling the town. Find clues in the Teppo factory. I might actually have to play as her. The Daikan of Omi has been oppressing the peasants with unfair taxes. Mikuma. Is that him again? That one. There he is. There he is. I think we'll do this. I think we'll do this one. We'll meet with him. The price of rice. He is in northern shimmering fields. His lookout is near a canal. Northern shimmering fields. Where the hell is that? Ibu Highlands. Zuchi. If he's like all over the damn place, I will be... He's in a town in Omi. Okay. Shimmering Fields. Damn it. He's not back down here again. He loves to travel, apparently. Well, at least I have a fast travel location. I wish I had found the hideout here, but that's fine. We can travel here as Nawe. You know what? Screw it. We're going to travel here as Yasuke. I want to see how he handles the high jumps. I don't think he's going to do very well. Hey, the season has changed. We're now in spring again. Of course, he's just standing on here. Because why not, right? Level up to 22. That's nice. A little funky that he can do that. Okay, he's in a town. He is in Northern Shimmering Fields, so that's here. Northern Shimmering Fields. Assume that would be like right around here. So I'll go there from here. The salvage chest is full. Your wait, what salvage chest? What? Hold on, what? What salvage chest? What? I'm so confused. What salvage chest? I'm gonna okay, before I do anything else, I need to find the hideout here. Are you winning, son? Yes, yes I am. How's your night going, hot dog, raw dog? I hope you're doing all right. What you up to, man? How's your day? Okay. Does that pop up a new location on here? No, it does not. Okay, whatever. I've been having a decent night. How's your night been going? My night's been going all right. My night has been going all right. A bit of a long day at work, but got some important things done. So there was that. Yeah, worked out. I made some Japanese curry tonight, actually. That was fun. We bought. So my neighbor across the street from Japan is Japanese. And they gave us this mild Japanese curry for us to try. And it was actually, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to try it. And we ended up liking it. And so we ended up going and buying some more. But we got some of the medium and we got some of the hot. So tonight I made some of the medium with some chicken and onions and some peas. And had it over some white rice. And oh man, it was so good. Super good. Really enjoyed it. Okay. Ah, that's where I have to go. My PayPal blocked the purchase. Guess I'm missing the sale. What? That sucks. Why did PayPal block the purchase? It's weird. There's gotta be a way to, like, allow that. I gotta go there. Ooh, there we go. There's the fast travel, so we'll go ahead and unlock that, and we'll go ahead and see what the hell I have to actually do. It doesn't recognize GOG on my purchase history, so it flagged it as sus, really. There should be a way to be like, yeah, but it's fine. Here's my password, or here's my this, that, or the other, to be able to allow for that. That seems rather dumb if they're not going to allow you to do that. Contracts, manage, analyze, access storage. Now, you were talking about some sort of salvage storage? That's clearly not it. I don't have to cut down the doors, but you're not giving me the prompt to open the... Not gonna give me the prompt to open the damn doors. I'm just gonna cut it open. Don't appreciate not being able to just go through the damn door. I had similar issues. I was able to fix it by disconnecting and reconnecting my PayPal. Really interesting. But it's so dumb. You shouldn't have to do that, though. I'm gonna fast travel out here. I'm gonna see what I gotta do with these stupid things, and then we'll go talk to the farmers. Okay, where is this salvage storage that you speak of? Hey, Fubiwala. How's your night going, dude? Hug the Fubi. Okay, where is this salvage storage? Clearly not there. I hope you're having a good night, Fubi. Yeah, let's see what you got in the shop. Let's, I can upgrade or I can dismantle. I don't want to dismantle anything, so we're going to go ahead and just upgrade what I can. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and upgrade this all the way. Raise your No! Goodbye. Okay. So let's see what's in here. Okay, so it's... Okay. Anything else here? Oh, okay. So that's the building stuff. That's the objectives. I was wanting. Do not just give me like a clear sort of like here is where everything is nonsense. Okay, so here's the Ikaruga. Browse contracts, refill supplies, access the storage, which is not the salvage storage, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. In the stable, I think? Oh, okay. In that case, I will take a look at the stable. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. So this is the dojo. Just curious to see what's in here, but I don't see anything that's just like sticks out other than just, yeah. Here's the area. Oh. I've not seen this before. Holy crap. Okay. I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, it's cool and all, but wow. Okay. Well, at least now that I know where it is, wow. I also didn't even need to do that. I could have just okay. Yeah. I didn't even need to run around the area. It was right there in the stable. That's where you go. When you fast travel there. Thank you for that. Spiniest to Thor. I appreciate it. Hey, that door opened this time. Yes, just smash right through that fence, why don't you? Nearly got the deer.
Daikan とこのお侍さ。飲みすぎて置いてけぼりを食ったんだよ。
静かにしておくか。起こすとまた年貢を取られちまう。
Well, not if I kill him. Take a few skulls for me, that's the plan. Thank you.
ダイカンの手下が酔いつぶれちまってな。
それがしが何とかしよう。ダイカンの居場所がわかるやもしれぬ。
What? Kill the drunken samurai. Where? Kill the drunken samurai. Okay, how big is this search area? It's actually quite big. Beanpoo wondering if Deglaman's am here. I don't know. Beanpoo am wondering if it am bedge time. I don't know. I'm still gonna be up for a little while, so there's that. Hey, there he is. Wonder if I can assassinate him. Hold on. Really? Okay, I'm just gonna have to do this then. That is the one thing that there does seem to be some truth to. Some people pointed out that the combat is very very samey that like there's only like 3 or 4 enemy types, and like they're all the same across the entirety of the game. And so there's not a lot of variance in terms of how the enemies react. And I kind of see it. Which is actually sad, because the combat is actually pretty satisfying. But it is disappointing when you don't get, oh gosh, when you don't get to really try it against all these different. Yeah, it is kind of annoying when you don't get to try it against a bunch of different styles and attacks and what's not. I want to see him since I haven't seen him since Monday. Oh, really? Maybe Deg's busy with his new job. I know that he's been doing that. He's dead. That's nice. Ooh, and I got a katana? Exotic katana of malice. Ooh, okay. Seeing as that is the better, and I've got actually 2. I got the austere katana of Bastion and the exotic katana of malice. That is a lot of damage. Plus 20% damage with consecutive enemy kills. Can we do that? I had this level 23 Naginata, but I can't use it yet. Same thing with this level 23. Teppo. You who eats hot dog. Yeah. I hope I was a good hot dog, at least. You were, hot dog. You were the best. You were the greatest hot dog. Yeah, let's go ahead and level use the better leveled stuff. She actually have this new. Oh, she's. Oh, okay. Let's do that for her. And then. Specialist gear. Okay. Master. And. Butterfly. And now it's still doing that thing where it's like, oh yeah, you've still got stuff to see. It's like, okay, to be fair, I did technically have stuff to see. Butterflies, all this good stuff. Now that's clear. That's clear. Switch back to Yasuke, and then let's see. This, yes. For whatever reason, that's all. Is not seen. Still doing the same thing. Well. Oh man, okay. This is my bad. I keep forgetting that I've got all these different things I can do. Block weapons during a combo to transition into a quick attack while switching. No, don't seen that. Sprinting. Yep, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that. Where's the one where it's? Oh, that's in the katana. It's not in the samurai. It's not in the samurai. Yep, I've seen that. Seen that. Release the left bumper right after blocking a hit to perform an immediate riposte. I have seen that, but it's like it doesn't quite seem to work with the regular. Maybe this is part of a regular block too. I don't know. Well, I killed him. I don't know if that got me anywhere.
Right. 代官は安土の堀のそばに住んでおるのか。では顔を拝みに行くとしよう。
So is this part of the... Is this... No, not that one. I don't think it is part of this one. I think this might be this one. All the others have like a location, whereas this one doesn't have anything, so I'm figuring it's part of this quest line. So, okay, so he lives in Omi. He's in a town in southwestern Azuchi. He lives in the Daikan mansion. Southwestern Azuchi. I'm betting it's either this or this. I already guess. Let's go check here first. Maria, a proud widow, needs help putting an end to a rampant lawless plaguing Umi. Okay. Why not? Come on, horse, where you at? There you at. Yes, just bust right through that fence, why don't you? Hey, how you doing, buddy? Oh gosh, I missed the bridge. That's a mistake on my end. I just fell down the stairs. What? I hope you're okay. Holy crap. Dude, that sucks. I hope you're doing okay. Hope you didn't break anything. The Oblivion remaster. I figured you'd be all over that one, dude. I'm going to get it. I am absolutely going to get it, and I've got some Twitch cash for it, so I'm probably going to get it. But not tonight. Not tonight. Just bruised and cutted. Oh my gosh. I'm very sorry to hear that. That sucks. It looks so beautiful. It does. It looks fantastic. That's the merchant quarter, so that is not going to be it, which means that is most likely it. Why is... Hold on. Why is the sky red?
この辺りに間違いなかろう。悪代官を探すとしよう。
You've been avoiding the Oblivion remaster for certain reasons. I do. For what reasons? I'm curious. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. But I am curious. I'm just wondering if my screen was red. No, yeah, no, I was noticing that too. I'm like, why is everything looking so red? Oh, you're all dead. They changed manual field type 1 to type 2. Yeah, it's stupid. To be honest, that has been a standard for a while, and it started with a bunch of Japanese games like a decade or so ago. Yeah, the Wokies and the DEIs and whatnot, all that stuff adopted it, for sure. But that in and of itself does not make the game woke. If that's what you're worried about. So that would be sort of the thing that I would say to like counter that. Like, I get where you're coming from, but I don't think that's really much of a concern. And from everything that I've seen, the story is unchanged, which is fantastic. Like, it seems to be a very respectful sort of like, we're respecting the source material to make this remaster what it is. Ah, gosh. Oh, could you die already? Holy crap. Okay, there we go. Okay, you don't have to. I'm not saying you have to. You do you, man. Rocky Garden Gravel Path. And you are Samurai. Oh gosh, I was not wanting to use the Teppo. Oh gosh. There we go. I am releasing the attack, and yet he's not doing that riposte. Maybe because he's got a... Whatever. Hey man, let's get this over with. You're going to die quickly. Hi. Okay, he's down. He's down. He's down, and... as long as a game is fun, I don't care about what is woke or not. For me, the term lost all meaning. The term has a meaning. The term absolutely has a meaning. Just because people have been misusing it and abusing it, the term actually does have a meaning. It's generally like identitarian politics and generally making like doing intentionally like let's try and make everything androgynous sort of plays into that as well. It's part of the sort of like trans identity politics bullshit, which is fine. Whatever. You want to do that, you do that, but then you're going to be alienating a bunch of gamers. But the whole type 1, type 2 thing, like I say, that's, for me, that doesn't bother me, because that's been, frankly, that's been done in games for a long time. But it wasn't generally done in that sort of way to make it sort of gender ambiguous or anything like that. It was generally done, oh gosh, and I'm good. It was generally done to, but that's the thing. So Hot Dog, I will say this. It's not being crammed down your throat the rest of the game. Nothing is actually being crammed down your throat. Like, the story is very true to the actual, like, game itself. Now, I'm not saying you should buy it because I'm telling you to. I'm saying that you have to make your own decision. If you're deciding not to buy it because of that, fine. But I am telling you now, though, from what I've seen, and I've seen a fair amount of it, they're not shoving any of that political garbage down your throat. They're not. So that's the one thing I will say. I mean, like when someone accuses something, and yes, yeah, and that's sort of what I mean by like there has absolutely been a, but that's the reason why I defined it right there, so you can understand. I'm not calling everything woke. There is actually a specific meaning behind it, and it's largely like identitarian politics and stuff like that. And DEI is sort of like the outreaching of that. You know, just like the choice to make Yasuke the playable character. That's absolutely a DEI choice. It absolutely is. Now, is the game still fun? Yes. Would it have been better had they had actually chosen a proper Japanese character to play as? 100%. 100%. And then, whereas like the issue with the Type 1 and Type 2 is that, yes, they're adopting it. Oh gosh, to sort of put that, but that has sort of been in gaming for a very long time, and it's been generally associated when they've got like, oh, we have 6 different body types. So we've got Type 1, Type 2, Type 3, Type 4, Type 5, Type 6, and they have like, and basically all the odds were male, all the evens were female, and essentially you had, you know, sort of average, and then you had the strong man build for each gender, and then you had the sort of there's generally like a slender, an average, and then like a strong, and then you have one for each gender, right? And so you had those different types, and so that's been in gaming for a long time. That is not the sort of like, you know, it's not the sort of woke nonsense that is generally, for me, would be like, I'm not going to buy the game because of it. So, right, you can be woke, don't be garbage. I would say generally when you go woke, you're going to go garbage because it's just, you can't think of any other sort of way to make it good. You know what I mean? Type 1.5, yeah, exactly right. More blood. I never felt alienated by the androgynous characters in a game, but when it's up to everyone's personal perspective, it's a matter of like when everyone is looking androgynous. When everyone's like, it's one thing to have like a character that's that way. It's another thing to where like almost every character is like that. It's the issue, and that's one thing that I have been seeing a lot in a bunch of different games where, oh, I don't care, you're fine. But I have seen that in other games where it's like, oh, every character is basically androgynous. There is no sort of like look at Dragon Age Veilguard. Their character builder was all about androgyny. Like there were very few, if any, like actually like truly feminine characters, truly masculine characters. It was this sort of weird androgyny for like every single thing that you could create. You couldn't create a properly feminine character, and people were talking about it quite a bit. So I sexually identify as a tank helicopter. I remember that. Entertaining times. So who's getting? Is it just other servants, or are there actual fighters around here that want to fight? There is. Okay. Can you change the game to a P 0.1? Yeah. Again, I don't know. I cannot see from the rest of the game that that's the reason why they did it. So that's, like I say, that's the reason why, like, I don't really care about it. I fundamentally disagree with the idea that you can only enjoy culture that is about you. That's my opinion, of course. I don't know what do you mean about you? The entirety of human civilization, regardless of what culture you're in, it features masculinity and femininity. The androgyny is a much more newer concept, and it's generally been something that's largely been used to push political ideas. Hey, could you stop? This is one thing that's actually kind of bothering me about the game. Some of the context-sensitive buttons aren't working the way they should, and it's actually a little irritating. Yeah, maybe it's a matter of the world, like in the Left Hand of the Darkness novel, everyone is androgynous, but it's justified because it's futuristic. Post-gender world, if you do that in medieval Europe. That's just silly. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and I agree. Like, if you could sort of make it, if it makes sense in the world. Like, I remember there's a great episode of Star Trek Next Generation where they sort of kind of address this a little bit, where they actually come across a society where the entire society is actually androgynous to the point where they somewhat brainwash, if not like sort of mutilate their people into it. And it was actually a really interesting episode. Did not realize that was going to become sort of our future, but yeah, it is what it is. No, you're woke if you sacrifice good story to push a message. That is a part. That's generally what they end up doing. That in and of itself is not the defining of woke. Like you have like Christian movies do that a lot as well, where they will essentially try and push more of a message in terms of their writing, and so you get this very sort of like ham-fisted lecturing of the audience that doesn't really do much of anything to really prove or disprove anything. Doesn't convince anybody. It's just sort of, yeah, we're gonna lecture you about the show, and then normally or about whatever principles we're trying to teach. So like we see that in Christian cinema, we see that in a bunch of other things beyond just the identitarian politics. Woke specifically is about identitarian politics. Now, an aspect of that is that they get very preachy and religious-y in the same way that the Christians do when they talk about stuff. So, like Baldur's Gate 3 isn't really woke. Not really, and yeah, I would say not really, but there's other things in there that kind of bother me about it, and I don't know. I wouldn't consider it woke, but it is weird. Like and I don't know if it's just like they got kind of bored with the writing or not, but like the way that they handle the relationships in that is just weird. It's just you smile and randomly talk to a character for 5 seconds and suddenly they're ready to jump into bed with you. It seems a little ridiculous. I don't know. It was weird. But I get what you're saying. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 wasn't really woke. Does it have some things that could be considered woke? Yeah, but it doesn't affect the game. Yeah. Like, I don't care if they remove the male and female. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, like the Type A, Type B stuff doesn't really bother me. Am I dropping frames again? I am dropping frames again. Huh? Damn. Hold on 1 second while I just check something. I wonder if it's, I don't know if it's my ISP or if it's just the cable being a little loose. I might have to just get a brand new cable, period. I mean, yeah. I mean, it irritates me a little that they do it, but I know that, like, it's been done so many times before that I know there's too many devs out there that are like, oh yeah, we have a standard. Here's our standard. Our standard is now, it's now become the Type A, Type B thing. And so how much of that is like, oh, somebody pushing a quote-unquote woke agenda by removing male and female versus how much of that is just, well, it's just become industry standard to go, we have Type A and Type B for the body types. I'm not wrong with the whole thing with Baldur's Gate 3 was kind of a bug. Characters were not supposed to be that horny. I don't know if it's a bug or not, but I know that I've had 2 playthroughs. No, I've actually had technically 3 playthroughs, and they were all the same. The characters are ridiculous. The only character that you actually have to work at a relationship with is Shadowheart. She's the only one. All the rest of them are ready to jump in your pants like super quick. Now I'm not saying that that's woke or not or anything like that, but like I am saying that that's just weird. It's weird writing, which seems rather bizarre considering that the rest of the game is so well written. But for whatever reason, gosh, what is going on with my signal right now? But yeah, it's just so weird that it's that way. I don't know if it was a bug or not, but it was a bug. They scaled it back a few times. Did they? I seriously hope so. a different warning sign. Like in Veilguard had the trans scars, but didn't put that character in the game. I wouldn't have it. It wouldn't have been yet. It's completely honest here. The reason game companies make characters more androgynous is to appease a ridiculous. No, I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. It hasn't been the industry standard until recent year. It's 100%. So yes and no. I've seen the type A and B stuff for a while. Them using type A and type B. The whole everything being androgynous, that is new. That absolutely is new. I know I've been playing games for a very long time. I've seen it. And it largely, like I said, it largely stemmed from Japanese games, where for whatever reason they did, like I was saying earlier, they did it because they had multiple bodies types for both genders, and so they just did type A, type B, or type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that was sort of the reasoning behind it. You know? I'm sorry, I'm sitting still because I'm also curious to see just if the signal is going to get its act together or not. Yeah, that was the argument people made against the lesbian gay stuff when I was a kid. Yeah. Green and I are about the same age. We saw gaming change to what it is. Yep. Oh yeah, I mean, Hot Dog's older than us. You know, I'm sure he's seen some of it as well. But I know he also plays a lot of retro stuff. I don't know how much of the new stuff he plays. I know he's played all of the Metal Gear Solid stuff. How has that changed over the years? Because I never really got into the Metal Gear Solid stuff. But then again, it always seems like he was always under the control of Kojima, and his sort of politics was more of he's anti-war and anti-military industrial complex. And then at the same time, he's like, but cool tanks. I like tanks. And so I'm going to make a cool mecha tank thing. You know? Hot Dog, have you been paying attention at all to the remake for Metal Gear Solid 3? And I'm curious if have you seen anything in there that is concerning to you? Have you seen any sort of like red flags pop up with that? Because I know for me the Oblivion game, my bigger concern is actually the performance issues. Because I was watching the stream where they were sort of announcing it on Steam itself, and I was looking at that and going, they were talking about, oh yeah, we've completely redesigned everything graphically, everything looks different and better, and then suddenly he says, oh yeah, we're now throwing up millions of polygons on the screen, and just immediately red flag goes up for me, like, that could cause some optimization issues. That could cause some real problems. And that has been an issue with, I've seen people complain about that in the reviews, where the game relies heavily on ray tracing with Unreal Engine 5, because they've essentially ported the game to Unreal Engine 5. And they were saying that older computers or cheaper computers that don't have graphics cards that can handle ray tracing will not be able to get as good a fidelity experience as the newer, more pricier machines, because they can't handle the ray tracing. And so we're going to get a very uglier looking product with that than you would with the with a more standard lighting and shading and things like that. I haven't seen anything with Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake to raise any alarms. Okay, that's good. I probably played about 8 to 10 hours. It's crashed twice on me. It's not great. It's not horrible either. I've played other games where I've gotten a lot more crashes. So, I mean, I've certainly had worse. But it's not great. That is the one thing that does kind of bother me a little bit. Why do you need a lesbian in games for such a small amount of people? It is what it is. Yeah, this stuff isn't all bad. Having the options in games and the choices available isn't really a bad thing. Forcing it to be a thing, forcing you to agree with it, Like in games where you can be good or evil, but those scenes only give you the option to be nice is bad. Yeah. Well, like also people were complaining about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, where they have actually like an unskippable gay scene with a character that has been already established as a straight character. That's forced. Like there's no way around it. There's no option to skip it. It's forced, and it doesn't fit the time period either. So yeah. I guess my concern is when people start thinking in those terms, like when people say LGBT has infiltrated the community, the insinuation is that they're not welcome. Don't get me wrong, I understand. It depends on what you mean by they're not welcome. The issue for me is, are they going to fundamentally try and change everything to match whatever their worldview is? You know what I mean? It's like when new people come into like Warhammer or BattleTech or whatever. Yes, please, you are absolutely welcome to come and join. Unless you're going to come and join and try and make fundamental changes to the lore, fundamental changes to the source material, and essentially disrespecting the original creators and the original source material. That's when, yeah, that's when gatekeeping is actually needed. You need people to actually protect the source material from people who want to fundamentally change it to match sort of what they like, versus coming in and saying, this is really cool, I really like it. Instead, what a lot of concerns are is that people are coming in and saying, oh, this is kind of cool and it's really popular, so I want to be a part of it because it's popular, but this doesn't really match what I look like or whatever, and so therefore we have to completely change everything to match what I look like. No, that's not you liking the thing. That's just you seeing something popular and then wanting to come in and change it to match what you want, you know, so that you can make the popular thing look like you. The problem is that at that point, it doesn't become the popular thing anymore, you know? So. I'm heading downstairs to the bar. Nice, okay. Right, it's like you can kill kids, but be mean to the trans character. That's a no-no. Wait, in which game? Pete, which game is that in? That's really, really interesting. There are things that are just garbage pandering. Oh, absolutely. Some of the faces look like look a little different because they're using a new engine. Yes, yeah. That is sort of like a major thing. I actually kind of like it. It looks better, but it looks like they just took the source code and ported it to the new engine. Yes, that's 100% correct. Yeah, I was watching the video last night for the Oblivion remaster. They had ported all the code over to the new engine, to Unreal 5, and because it's obviously they did everything in C++, so they were able to port it over pretty well without much issue. But then they had to redo some of the modeling. Okay, I don't think they actually had to. They did redo some of the modeling because they got in a new lip syncing software that actually better lip syncs to the voice acting, which is actually really good, in my opinion, because it was always a little jank in Oblivion. So they did that, but then in order to get that to work, they had to do some retooling of the models for like the Argonians, the Khajiits, and a few other of the races to make sure that that was going to work without breaking anything. So, console, Xbox One X, not PC. Wait, what? For which ones? Well, that's not true. It's not forced. It's optional. Really? Because everyone, including the game company, has told me that it's forced. Join but enjoy is the issue. Right, define not welcome is a sliding scale. Yeah. Anyway, man, have a wonderful night. Slaying samurais. Hey, thank you, Cleveland. I appreciate you hanging out, dude. You can give kids over to Dav to not say be killed, but they are sacrificed. They choose to redo the environments and they upgraded how the VA works. Yes, yeah, they upgraded all the meshes and things like that for the environments. I don't know how much redoing they did, because like it looks identical in terms of like the layouts of the buildings and whatnot. Hello. I was talking about the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. Oh, I see. looks like they just took the source code and ported it to a new engine. Some of the faces look a little different, but I haven't seen any red flags. I see. Well, and that's why I'm actually really interested in the Oblivion remastered, because it looks the same. It's the same sort of thing. Is that they just ported the code over to Unreal 5, and then the changes that they've made are largely to allow for better VA. Like, they haven't done story changes. They haven't done any of this other stuff. So.
ご苦労であったな、安家殿。百姓どもが喜んでおったぞ。民百姓を支えてやるのも武士の務め。皆を支えようとは立派な心がけ。The
immediate thing I noticed in the remastered is Overcumbered is like Skyrim now, unlike the original where you were just stuck. Oh, interesting. I like that a lot.
昔、浅井長政様がうちの村で相撲試合を催されたんじゃ。浅井様？北近江の大名にして、お市様のご夫君じゃ。亡くなられたがな。
Oh, interesting.
この図体と力を痛く気に入られてな。
Ah, he's a sumo guy. Okay, that makes sense.
わしを召し抱えてくださったんじゃ。ほう。それがしも信長様に取り立てられた身。似ておるな。安家殿、その話を知らぬ者などおらぬわ。果たして喜んで良いものやら。ああ、忘れるところじゃった。百騎衆の手先になっておる代官は他にもおるのだ。礼を申す。決して無駄にはすまい。では、達者でな。
Right, ported the code and chose strategic upgrades. Big ones being VA and environments. Go, I am... oh, gosh, you're so glad tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, I know. That's what I say, like, I am absolutely going to be picking it up. And I'll be at some point playing it on stream. I don't know when. They also added sprint and made leveling more straightforward. Right, they made the leveling a lot more like the leveling in Skyrim, from what I understand. I don't know this for sure. Like, you're gonna have to say it was work from hell. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. But yeah, so is that accurate? Is the leveling closer to Skyrim's, or is it like a mix between the two? Like, how does that work? Are you basically just leveling up skills? Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm trying to remember how that worked, because I remember you would level up. You would get XP, and then they would level up, and then you do the points. Or no. That's right. What it was is you chose 10 core skills, and then you chose 10 like minor skills, if I remember correctly. And then with the core skills, you would level those up, and each of those would apply to your overall level up. Whereas the minor skills, I think you have to level them up twice to have them apply to your overall level skill. I'm trying to remember if that was it. It's been so long since I've actually played it. Yeah, it feels more like Skyrim. Nice. Okay. Yeah, the leveling system with Skyrim was really interesting, and I liked it a lot. It was one of their best choices. Oh, it's an Akita. Oh, it's an Akita puppy. Oh, look at that. Those things they had in games, yeah. Right? Ability to pet cats and dogs. I know. It is certainly something that gives this game a lot more charm. Absolutely. Just being able to find and pet the animals. And then once you actually pet them, you can actually have them in your hideout as well, which I think is actually a nice little touch. Okay, I'm trying to actually remember what I should, in fact, be doing at this point. Maybe we go and just do, because it's getting close to the end of the night. Maybe we just go and do this little side quest over here. I did pre-order the new Metal Gear. Nice. Did you know in Baldur's Gate 3, you kill that lady husband in the Underdark, you can give her the stray cat in the city? Really? Wait. So you're talking about, I think I know who you're talking about. Are you talking about the lady who, she had sort of like poisoned her husband? Is that who you're talking about? And the new Doom? Nice. The new Doom looks actually pretty good. The music, I don't feel like the music actually is quite as good as the other two games, but the game itself looks pretty good. Stray, yeah, the guy who forgot. Yeah, that lady. Okay. Yeah, so an interesting one. But I didn't know that you could give her the stray cat. In fact, so in the good playthrough that we did, I don't remember ever running across her again in Baldur's Gate. In the bad playthrough, we killed everybody. So everybody in the Underdark, after we were done with everything, we went through and pretty much slaughtered everybody. And so there's a lot of people who aren't going to be there in the, now that we've gotten to Baldur's Gate, like a lot of people from Act 1 and Act 2 are just not there. So, yeah. She's in the city, yeah. Oh, I see. Only if her husband dies, yeah. She runs the shop, yeah. Not in our Dirge playthrough. In our Dirge playthrough, she is, she's gone. So. Ooh, okay. Yes, please. I'm here for that. Oh, we got plenty of cash for it, too. Nice. Okay, so I need to investigate the area. I think I actually just found her right there. I don't know if this is the right way for me to go or not. Whoa, we got some Nanban here. Or the Portuguese, as they are more commonly known. If you play Gale as an origin character, his cat shows up super early. Oh, interesting. That's cool. Yeah, we found the cat in this playthrough. It was actually weird though, because like in our first playthrough we were being good, the cat showed up, but we never. I think the cat showed up like twice, and we never really like saw him again after that until like the very end of the game where Wither's just throwing the party, and all of a sudden there's the cat, and the cat's talking to Gale. We're like, "What do you mean you're talking to Gale? What's going on?" Oh, they actually know each other. Oh, they're actually from Waterkeep together. It's cute. She's super worried about him. Yeah. Yes, that's what I wanted you to do, Yasuke.
私は京極マリア、亡き京極高義様の妻であった。
この地でマリアという名は珍しい。
夫婦でキリシタンに改宗し、名を授かったが、
interesting。
さらに明智の謀反により信長が殺されたことで、世は混迷を極めておる。美しき近江では今、無法者が土地を奪い、農民を襲っているありさま。
食い詰めた兵が悪に走り、守るべき民を襲う。よくあることだ。
襲撃が止むことを祈っておるが、変化の兆しは見えぬ。されど、お主なら。
そのために戦っておる。この地の安寧のために。近江の混乱に終止符を打とう。
He summoned her. Oh, really? He did it by mistake as a child. Really? I did not know that. I don't know if he actually explains it or not in the, or maybe he did, and I just wasn't aware of it. But yeah. So what does this do objective-wise? Does it create another? No, it doesn't. Okay. Kill Akechi clan warriors and Omi. Kill Akechi. Oh, okay. Another one. It's just it's like the farmer missions in here, where he wants you to kill bandits, except it's now you're killing these Akechi warriors, whoever the hell they are. Well, in that case, I'm not quite sure who to go after next, so... we could just go find people. Find clues to the Temple Factory, and... so yeah, we can actually just go find people here for these assassinations. His estate is in Omi. He's in the eastern Ado River. No. Wakasa? No. Yamashiro. Interesting. Mouth of Seta. He's in Otsu Lower District. Okay. But no one else is here in Ozuchi. Okay. Fine. It is what it is. That's why she cares for him, kind of like a parent would. Yeah, 100%. He should be a conjuration wizard. Also, other fun fact, Withers doesn't care if you pickpocket him. Really? I did not know that. That's interesting. Okay, he is in southwestern Ibu. Where's Ibu? Ibu Highlands, sorry. Not Hei. Is it Hei or Hiei? Hiei. There's the Ibu Highlands. He is southwest Ibu Highlands. Be right there. He's at Noruma Village. Okay. Sounds a Gouda. Unfortunately, there's no fast travel up here. Shit. I'm gonna have to go on this trek again. At least I've got some better fast travel here. Oh, actually, I should switch to Naue. I think she'll be better for this assassination. So spend any gold with him you want. You can just take it back. He does say he has to take gold in exchange for his service. With how much detail is in the game, there's no way the devs just missed that, yeah. So it's kind of implies that he does it because he has to, but has no will or desire for it. But he can't just give it back to you, yeah. It's interesting. It is very interesting. Hey, Magus, how's your night going, buddy? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the raid. I really do appreciate it. Magus62M raiding with a party of, was it 6? Holy crap. Thank you so much, dude. I really do appreciate it. How was your night going? Yes, I did get the Ubisoft player to work. I don't know why it just wasn't working. It was just down. And we're not gonna worry about it now. I don't know why it was down. It's just it was, but it was working tonight, so I'm happy. that's all I care. Now I've had other issues. I've had my network just be dropping frames because for whatever reason it was just dropping connectivity. I don't know why. It's very stupid. I hate it very much. This is a Ronin right here. I'm gonna run up and stab him. But time for me to sleep. Great. Hey, thank you so much for being here, Pete. I really do appreciate it. Have a wonderful night. Ha! We got one. Rush it. What? How am I out? Oh gosh. Okay. Anyway, have a great night, no repeat. I really do appreciate it. I'm loving leveling in Cyberpunk. Nice. I'm up to level 14 and still haven't done the main missions. Nice. There'd be a lot of hacksaw stuff going on. Oh, really? I was trying to help out with the air gap to isolate some stuff. Interesting. Interesting. But guys, if you're not familiar, please go check him out. His name is Maga62M. He was kind enough to raid us tonight. He's a good friend of the channel. So please give him a follow if you can, if you aren't already. Thank you for the shout out. You are welcome, sir. Ow! That's what I have to really do. Ow! Hey, I got it for once. Two, three, and then we'll do that. I love how these guys are just walking up on this fight and they're just like, we don't care. It's just random people fighting. Oh my gosh. And you hit hard there. Three, and then 1, 2, 3, and there we go. You're dead. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Hey, and some cash. I don't know what is going on, but you guys are gonna die as well. Nice. Oh, and I left the strongest one. Damn it. Anyway, hold on. Let's try and catch up with chat a little bit. Is your Twitch guru still giving you trouble? Yes, I have not been able to get him to work. It is being really dumb, and I feel like I'm losing. I'm dropping frames again, guys. Haha, it's been a great night for the stream. On a personal note, something flattened my cable modem last night and my neighbors. So we think it was the whole node that got hit. I understand if I was anywhere near civilization, crumbles. Yeah. Specifically, they managed to unprovision everyone's modems. Oh, gosh. That sucks. That really sucks. Like, ran over? Kind of. Sounds like it. Unprovisioning somebody's modem and essentially making it Can you essentially get them to reconnect it and re-recognize it? Like, unprovisioning means just like it's no longer recognized within their system, right? Now, just something I've never seen people do without physical access to the node source or routing table HUD. Interesting. Maybe they did. Maybe they did have access to it. I think after tonight, I'm gonna have to reset my cable modem because this is actually starting to frustrate me more than just a little bit. It is really, really, really irritating for this to be happening as often as it is. And yep, there it is. It's dropping to 2,000 for no reason. Connections, yep, there it is. Connection in the yellow. I don't get it. I really don't get it. You have to call them to reset their routers on this end and then add all of us back to the tables. Thankfully, they have some good network engineers, so it wasn't too long. That's good. That's really good. Sucks that it happened in the first place, but it's good that they were able to fix it. So, do what my users do and reset the whole network. It's a way, right? Turn it off and turn it back on again. Microsoft method. Everyone's been taught that that works. So it's a pretty sophisticated hack, and it bothers me, really. That sucks. I wonder what sort of allowed it to, you know, give it away, you know. There we go. Ooh, that was a nice one. I've not seen that. Not seen that execution before. That's cool. Yeah, but they do it all at once instead of a proper outside to inside order, really. Even Spectrum confirmed my hair rise on it. They didn't wipe the router table. They did it manually, more or less to each client on the node, really. So sometimes just yank the power makes things not talk quite right. Yeah, that's true. I've been in a weird issue too. After about 2 hours of streaming, the stream will slow down every second, but OBS will say that there's no dropped frames. Interesting. Switches have caches. Caches filled with tokens. Yeah. I've been spending the last few weeks messing with settings. It could be an issue with your ISP, to be honest. Like it might not even be you. It might be your connection to your ISP is having some bizarre issues. Could be a router issue. Like maybe your router needs to be reset. I don't know. Okay, thanks for dying. Also, DHP flips in Windows is still, and Windows is still, after all these years, not clean. Yeah. Yeah. There's lots of issues. Tech stuff is not easy, and unfortunately, yeah. All sorts of issues to potentially deal with. Say I'm not getting involved in yet another fight. Just gonna get up to the location, but I don't think we'll actually do much once we get there. Particularly if the game, if I'm gonna keep having dropped frames. Right now it seems to have like calmed down a bit, but man, it is it's bizarre. I don't know what's actually happening to like cause this, and I also don't understand what's. Oh, I changed. Not writing, I'm sitting on top of it. That's nice. Hot dog. I hope it's something silly and not this new threat level response from various 3-letter agencies, since geographically you're outside the fence, yeah. If tech issues were easy, they would be called your mom. Lovely. Does it happen without restream? You mean my issues? So my issues is showing on OBS. It's not showing on Restream, it's showing on OBS, if that makes sense. Like, it'd be a different story if OBS was, like, full clean, like, telling me that everything's looking great on its end, and Restream is the issue. I don't know. Maybe it's my connection to Restream. I don't know. But Restream has been saying that everything's been excellent, so I don't know. And the thing is, it's happened to me before with and without restream. Like, this is not necessarily something new. It happens periodically, and sometimes it's just I have to reset the router in order to get it to you know, get back to normal. Yeah, if it is something on my end, I'll find it. I'm determined. Hot dog. Yeah. I really hope it's something on my end as well. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. It's so much easier to deal with things that are just on your end. The moment you have to get other people involved and other organizations, yeah, now you're increasing your difficulty considerably. Ah, there he is. Do you have a Swiss Army knife device for the ISP? I don't know what you mean by that. It's some very, very interesting words, but I actually don't know what you mean by that. I'm sorry. Sort of like a combo thing. Modem, router, Wi-Fi, firewall sort of thing. Yeah, I think so. It's one of these are surfboard sort of like modem router combo. And it's one that I own. It's one that I bought myself. And granted, I bought it years ago. I bought it, gosh, it's now a decade old. And to be fair, it could be just a matter of it is very old. It's like a decade old now. It could just be that it's old and I need to get a new one. Model? Hold on. Check. Oh, fuck. I need to get a new chair mat as well. Nice. So it's the Surfboard SBG 6900-AC is what that model is. Yeah, heat is a thing with the older Motorola's, yeah. And it can get hot. It absolutely can get hot. I'm sure it does not have an easy time in my office when everything's going, so yeah. It just might be something that I've just got to get a new one. You know, new model for that, or yeah. Oh my gosh, there's somebody right there. You can see some real gains in both Wi-Fi and general up and down on the cable side from a full modded cooling. Yeah, they all suffer. Oh yeah, I bet. Just trying to see if I can get close enough to
記録と合わぬ。百姓どもは刀を隠し持っておるに違いない。いかぬぞ。わずかでも手段を残せばあの者らは必ずや立ち上がる。刀だ。もっと刀を集めねば。何じゃ。
There we go. There we go. He's down.
刀狩りは終わりじゃ。
Hey, you know what? I don't actually need to be here. Yeah. We're gonna run away. Run away. Try and get some obstacles in the way. Okay, looking at the specs, what speed is your internet plan supposed to be at? It's like 800 megabit. It's like 800 down. I don't know what the up is supposed to be. It's like 20 or 30 up megabit up. Really? I explored that whole area and not a single, like, thing for me to have a little hideout here for? At best, those are only good up to 600. Interesting. I got to tell you, we've been using it for years, at these speeds, too, and it's been fine. And it does, like, it does handle everything fine for the most part. But I don't think that's what's causing, because I'm nowhere near the sort of up and down limits for the game, or not for the game, for the you guys gonna be pissy that I'm here? You guys are pissy that I'm here. Oh, I don't care. Just nitpicking. Oh yeah, absolutely. There, like I said, I would certainly gosh, now my brain is just not going to function. I would certainly find improvement if I were to buy a newer model. 100%. So, yeah, with DOCSIS 3.0 and above, they can negotiate better. Negotiate higher, but it cooks. Oh, yeah. My silly way of crossing stuff off the list. Oh, no, absolutely. No, I to be honest, I do the same thing. I absolutely do the same thing. I'm not going to give you too much crap for it. Huzzah, here we go. We've got a nice little watchtower here. The area surveyed. I love that she can actually do that from the side of the wall. It's pretty cool. Nice. But like I said, to be honest, my ISP does stupid things from time to time. And so I would not be surprised if it was just my ISP just screwing up tonight. So, yeah. Okay, I did have a look at my ISP. Apparently, I do have a rate limit. My speed is 700 megs, but I get 3,500 gigabytes per month, and if I go over, I have to pay extra. Yes, I didn't realize I have a limit. Yeah, a lot of, and that's actually impressive that you get so much. I only have 1,200 gigabytes per month. And so I like to regularly check on it. Now, Very rarely do I ever like exceed that limit, but yeah, sometimes like when a bunch of games come out and I'm like, ooh, let's get this, or during like a Christmas sale or something like that, you know, a bunch of stuff comes out and I'm like, oh yeah, I can get some stuff for cheap. Let me buy a bunch of stuff, and now I've got download limit issues because I've essentially downloaded too much stuff. It's dumb. We still uncapped, I think. Nice. I'm sure they all do. And late night is rare time, or best downtime. Yeah. Spectrum's only gift. Yeah. Yeah, they've got Spectrum. I thought so. Were they a gosh, whatchamacallit? Are they a fiber optics one? I think Spectrum is like a more of an independent company, right? It's not one of the big two, right? You've got Xfinity and Comcast versus CenturyLink and whatnot, and then you've got, I've heard of Spectrum before, but they're generally sort of like the smaller guys, right? They have both. I see. It was one of the big ones. Really? Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. It's like I'd never heard of Spectrum until more recently. And so maybe it's just Utah didn't have Spectrum for a long time, and then you know, maybe they were a regional ISP provider, and now they started diverting out into other areas. Hey guys, but that is actually going to be it for me for the night. Yeah, it's been a fun night. Frame drops and everything. 12,000 frames were dropped, which is just absolutely lovely. Because why not? Why not? I did reinstall all of my games this month because of the virus I had, so I probably went over. Yeah, it's a possibility. Charter Communications was absorbed into them. Ah, I see. Yeah, it is over, Fubi. It is over. Sorry, I have fun talking shop. No, you're fine. You're perfectly fine. Charter then merged into Time Warner Cable, so it's a little confusing. Which Time Warner Cable isn't that Comcast? I thought Time Warner Cable was Comcast. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. It's been a fun night. We got some stuff done, not nearly as much as I wanted, because then we got started getting sidetracked into other bizarre side missions, but yeah, it's decent. I like the game. I think there's a lot to like about the game. It's not perfect. The main character, not because I really do believe that Nawe is the main character. I think that was originally going to be the case, but then they decided, oh, Yasuke, we got to throw Yasuke in because something Black Samurai, something. And the saddest thing is that he's actually better written than she is, right? I feel like Yasuke is really meant to be more of like a sidekick character to Nawe, but they're like, we want to have a samurai character, so they added him, and yeah. But yeah, she's just kind of insufferable. Even like I've been playing with Yasuke for most of the time these last couple streams with Assassin's Creed. And I was not expecting to see Nawe after speaking to the Lady Oichi, you know, the woman who is Nobunaga's sister. And then she pops up out of nowhere, and she's like, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. So, but yeah. But I'm enjoying the game. I think overall there's a lot to like. There's a lot, but it's not a perfect game, and it's probably one of the weaker titles compared to like the more recent ones. Weird. Thanks, Magus. I appreciate that. I hope you didn't. I hope you didn't the convo earlier personally. Oh no. Not at all. I just like the banter. Yeah, and I like the back and forth. I totally like. I get your point on that, but at the same time, I'm like, for me, it really matters on like how much is the game going to be lecturing me? How much is the game going to be having it in my face? Is the game going to prevent me from making the character that I want to make because they want everyone to be androgynous, like what they did with Dragon Age Veilguard? Yeah. And it seems like Oblivion is not doing any of that stuff. It's just the only thing they did is just the Type A, Type B bullshit. Which, by the way, they have a mod. There is a mod available, even though Nexus Mods actually tried to take it off their listing, which I think is actually rather hilarious. They're like, no, we don't want to do it. It's just, and the mod didn't do anything against our terms of service, but we just felt like there was intent behind there. It's like, shut up, you dingus. But they eventually put it back on because they didn't break any terms of service. So they actually put it back on. So if you want, you can get it. And it literally changes it back to male and female instead of Type 1 and Type 2. So if you wanted to do that. I'm actually wondering how old my modem is now. I know, right? I'm questioning it now because like maybe that's part of my problem. Yeah, I need a whiteboard to show how it got split. Yeah, you're right. It was a little like Ma Bell type geographic split, I see. They got hammered on YouTube and all the other places for it. Nice. That's the only reason. Still, better than no reason. Better than no reason for them to put it back. So at least there's that. But yeah, anyway, guys, I am going to call it there. Model of modem you're using was first available in 2015. Yeah, it sounds about right. That sounds about right. So that was around the time when we ended up getting some better internet, and I'm like, well, we could use the modem that they're selling, or that they're allowing us to rent, or I could go get a really good modem, which at the time I think was a really decent modem. I don't know if it was the best of the best, but it was like, it was affordable, but it had some good specs to it. And now it's just like, it's 10 years later, it's probably time for an upgrade. That is the thing, is that you start getting into things where I'm still getting all sorts of things. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. It's still good. Well, there you go. Okay. Vapin is telling me it's still good. I'm going to take his word for it. And then if it craps out, I will be blaming you. I'm kidding, of course. Oh, man. But thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. It's been a fun night overall. And I am enjoying the stream. Yeah. So, and it is actually really interesting how Rumble will sort of like die out if the... Maybe it's, I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. A big thanks to everybody that has been here in the chat, starting with Twitch. Raw Dog, Spiniest Thor, Hot Dog Raw Dog, the name cousins there, Fubiwala, the Nunu, Norway Pete, of course, Vaping It, Maga62M. Thank you guys all so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. And of course, a big thank you to all the lurkers, and a big thank you to Magus for the raid. Man, I really, really do appreciate it. What about Bean Poop? What about Bean Poop? Bean, have I not given... Here, pat the Bean Poo. Pat the Bean Poo. Thank you for being here, Bean Poo. But the Doxis 3.1 will negotiate better on your note. Okay. I have to look into that. And then, of course, on the YouTube side, YouTube was kind of quiet, but we had a few people in here. Particularly a big thank you to Cleela Ploy Ploy for coming in and hanging out. Even though we were having a little bit of disagreement there in the discussions, but you know, I appreciated him coming in and chatting, regardless. And I did see some lurkers on the Rumble side as well. Thank you guys so much for popping in. And yeah, so I will be back. Friday is Baldur's Gate 3 with Magus. Saturday, no streams. Sunday, we'll be doing a Sunday Fun Day, so just like a random game that I feel like playing, in which right now I do kind of feel like playing some MechWarrior 5. So that is what we'll be playing on Sunday, and hopefully I will see you guys there for that. Trying to think of what else. I think that's largely it. So we will end up raiding out. We got 9 people in here on the Twitch side. So if you guys are here on Twitch, please be sure to spam the raid message once we get in here. Bonus of upgrading, you have a backup router. Very true. Because you're saying it's still decent, right? But anyway, guys, go ahead and copy that raid message, and we'll use that for when we go into the next raid. Thanks for the stream. No, thank you, Hot Dog. I really do appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming in and hanging out. And again, I appreciate my discussion. I appreciate the discussions. You know, as long as we're able to be civil and disagree in a civil manner, I have no problem with any sort of tough discussions. The only time I will ever shut it down is if people are getting a little too heated. The discussion, right? There's nothing wrong with saying let's just agree to disagree, or anything like that, or making your point and then not being a dick. Yeah, yes, we don't want too much reeing going on. The only reeing you should see is me reeing at the game or reeing at Ubisoft because of the nonsense when it comes to their own shitty sort of always online. You have to have Ubisoft Connect and all that stuff. You want me to ree? I don't want you guys reeing in the chat, guys. So, anyway, let's see who is live. And, you know, why don't we go ahead and get the background music set up, because I love me some MechWarrior 5 soundtrack. Can Fubi read too? I mean, you can, as long as it's in a fun way and not in a ridiculous way. But yes, you can read as much as you like. Okay, there we go. That's what I was wanting. Back to Twitch. Let's see who's live right now. So, we have Savannah Lowe, who's playing Elden Ring. We have Zero is High, who is the guy we rated last night for MechWarrior 5. Seems like a pretty cool guy. He's right now playing some Dungeons & Dragons. I don't know if he's playing legit Dungeons & Dragons or if he's playing, like, a game. I'm actually very curious. He's playing legit Dungeons & Dragons. That's pretty cool. On top of that, we've got... Revelations. Namineke12 is playing Assassin's Creed Revelations. Candle is playing Metaphor Refantasy, and yeah, I think that is it. What do you guys think? Where would you guys like to go? Elden Ring, Dungeons and Dragons, Assassin's Creed Revelations, or Candle with his Metaphor Refantastio. I don't know how to say that. I do have a raid suggestion, but she hasn't streamed this week. She's taking a break. Oh, no. Well, that's unfortunate. Not sure. Things keep changing in Canada. Maybe conditional. Oh, no. Yeah. I'm fine with any of those. Okay. So if there's no complaints with any of them, I'm just going to have to randomly select one. Meanie. Miny Mo, catch your tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, he spells out. We're gonna go Savannah. Okay. Savannah is playing Elden Ring right now. She's not only a gamer, but she also sings as well, and she's a nice chill person, and somebody who's worth a follow if you guys aren't already. So we're gonna go ahead and raid out to her. There we go. Set up the raid quickly. Raid. Ah, gosh. Only I could spell. There we go. Savannah Lowe. There we go. Okay, guys, go give her a follow if you guys aren't already. She's super cool, and you should definitely hang out in her stream a little bit. And I will hopefully see you guys over there, and I'll hopefully see you guys on Sunday. But until then, this is Green Leader signing out.